Azure Monitor is a comprehensive solution for collecting, analyzing, and acting on telemetry from your cloud and on-premises environments. It helps you maximize the availability and performance of your applications and services by delivering a comprehensive solution for monitoring your resources. Azure Monitor collects data from various sources, including Azure resources, applications, and the operating system. This data is then used to provide insights and enable proactive actions to maintain and optimize your environment. Configuring log settings in Azure Monitor is crucial for effective monitoring and maintenance of Azure resources. Logs provide detailed information about the operations and performance of your resources, helping you identify and troubleshoot issues quickly. Proper log settings ensure that you capture the right data, which can be used for analysis, alerting, and automation. This helps in maintaining the health, performance, and security of your Azure environment. Azure Monitor collects several types of logs, including activity logs, diagnostic logs, and metrics. Activity logs provide insights into operations on resources in your subscription. Diagnostic logs offer detailed information about the internal operations of resources. Metrics are numerical values that describe some aspect of a system at a particular point in time. Understanding these log types is essential for configuring log settings effectively. Activity logs in Azure Monitor record all operations on resources in your subscription. To set up activity logs, navigate to the Azure portal, select Monitor, and then Activity Log. Here you can view and configure the log settings. You can filter logs by time range, resource, and operation type. Additionally, you can set up alerts to notify you of specific activities, helping you stay informed about changes and operations in your environment. Diagnostic logs provide detailed information about the internal operations of Azure resources. To configure diagnostic logs, go to the Azure portal, select the resource you want to monitor, and then Diagnostic Settings. Here, you can specify which logs and metrics to collect and where to send them, such as to a Log Analytics workspace, Event Hub, or storage account. This allows for centralized logging and easier analysis. Metrics in Azure Monitor are numerical values that describe some aspect of a system at a particular point in time. They are useful for identifying trends and patterns in resource performance. To configure metrics, navigate to the Azure portal, select Monitor, and then Metrics. Here, you can create metric alerts to notify you when certain thresholds are met, helping you proactively manage your resources. A Log Analytics workspace is a unique environment for Azure Monitor log data. To create one, go to the Azure portal, select Create a Resource, and then Log Analytics Workspace. Provide the necessary details, such as the workspace name and resource group, and click Create. Once created, you can configure your resources to send their logs to this workspace for centralized analysis and monitoring. To connect your Azure resources to a Log Analytics workspace, navigate to the resource in the Azure portal, select Diagnostic Settings, and choose the Log Analytics workspace as the destination. This ensures that all logs and metrics from the resource are sent to the workspace, where they can be analyzed using Kusto query language, KQL, and other tools. This centralized approach simplifies monitoring and troubleshooting. Kusto Query Language (KQL) is used to query log data in Azure Monitor. It is a powerful tool for analyzing and visualizing log data. To use KQL, navigate to your Log Analytics workspace in the Azure portal, select Logs, and start writing queries. KQL allows you to filter, sort, and aggregate log data, making it easier to identify trends, anomalies, and issues in your environment. Alerts in Azure Monitor notify you of critical conditions in your environment. To set up alerts, go to the Azure portal, select Monitor, and then Alerts. Here, you can create alert rules based on log data, metrics, or activity logs. Specify the conditions that trigger the alert and the actions to take, such as sending an email or invoking an Azure function. Alerts help you respond quickly to potential issues. Action groups in Azure Monitor allow you to automate responses to alerts. To create an action group, go to the Azure portal, select Monitor, and then Action Groups. Provide the necessary details, such as the name and actions to take, and click Create. You can then associate this action group with your alert rules. This enables automated responses, such as restarting a VM or scaling out an application, improving your environment's resilience. Azure Monitor integrates with various other Azure services, such as Azure Security Center, Azure Automation, and Azure Logic apps. These integrations enhance your monitoring capabilities and enable advanced scenarios, such as automated remediation and security monitoring. For example, you can use Azure Logic apps to create workflows that respond to alerts, or Azure Automation to run scripts that resolve issues automatically. To get the most out of Azure Monitor, follow best practices for configuring log settings. Ensure that you collect the right data by enabling necessary logs and metrics. Use centralized logging with log analytics workspaces for easier analysis. Set up alerts and automated responses to stay informed and act quickly. Regularly review and optimize your log settings to adapt to changes in your environment and improve monitoring effectiveness. Consider a scenario where a company uses Azure Monitor to manage its cloud infrastructure. By configuring log settings, they can monitor resource performance, detect anomalies, and respond to issues proactively. For instance, they set up activity logs to track changes, diagnostic logs for detailed insights, and metrics to monitor performance. They use log analytics for centralized logging and KQL for analysis. Alerts and action groups automate responses, ensuring high availability and performance. Configuring log settings in Azure Monitor is essential for effective monitoring and maintenance of Azure resources. By understanding the different types of logs, setting up activity and diagnostic logs, using metrics, and leveraging log analytics workspaces, you can gain valuable insights into your environment. Setting up alerts and automated responses ensures that you can act quickly to resolve issues. Follow best practices and continuously optimize your log settings to maintain a healthy and performant Azure environment.